Like, this was a great episode. OMG, this was a good ass episode. I mean, for me, who really made the episode was definitely Senji. He went beast mode. I'm talking about, we haven't seen him for like the past 2-3 episodes. When he came back and made his mark, he did his thing. That was the ish on some real talk stuff, like real talk. Okay, let's get started with this review of Deadman Wonderland. So yeah, this was a really good episode. But yeah, without further ado, this episode mainly started off with the Ganta and Shiro business when Shiro threw the chip inside like the fire and the whole blew up. I actually thought that she threw the chip and there was a fire, she just blew it up. But later in the episode, we learned that Kiro, the traitor, actually planned to detonate the chip, and the person who actually told Shiro this was the person she met in episode 9. So that was like, what the fuck? And Ganta, he actually just hit her, and I was like, oh hell no. So shit went crazy. I mean, I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely really crazy. That kind of started off, and actually Shiro left, and Ganta was just, no, he wasn't crying, but he was just like, what the fuck? Like, Scar Chain, basically everybody pinned their hopes on me. I mean, Karako, Nagi, everybody, and I just really also get to see a little bit more of the warden and her little crew, and basically the warden is just trying to find out what is up with Tamaki and why is Tamaki hiding stuff from the warden if the warden basically is have control over everything. And Deadman Wonderland, this is supposed to be her building, you know, she's supposed to be like the warden. So she basically goes to Tamaki office, she's just looking for stuff, and she finds nothing useful basically. And actually Tamaki comes in with this other guy who's like in a suit, and you know, the warden actually basically hides in this like little closet, and her boobs are actually in her subordinate's face, and I thought that was hilarious. I mean, that was a really funny moment right there. But yeah, basically the warden's just trying to find something, and Tamaki actually said something that the warden actually would like to hear. So that was kind of really cool to see the warden, you know. Really, it was really funny because when the grandpa or the director was actually still alive, Shiro actually was going to save some cookies for Ganta, but she was like, basically, fuck him. I'm going to eat these cookies by myself. Now, there were some other moments with Shiro where Shiro felt as, why didn't Ganta believe me? You know, the chip was actually going to detonate by itself, you know, and I basically saved him. And she, you know, in my opinion, she could have just told Ganta without just throwing it in there. But then again, you know, she had to rush, but she could have told him after. And Ganta really didn't want to hit her. But then she didn't have to say, "Oh, you're weak, Ganta." You know, you're really weak. And I actually really got to Ganta later on in the episode. And I thought that was like, you bitch. I'm kidding. But no, yeah, that was really cool, I guess, in my opinion. Then now we kind of get to like the end of the episode, and this is where shit got real. This is where Rokiro, whatever, actually announces that he's a traitor to the whole Scar chain. And I'm talking about he's hitting the doors, the walls, and he's saying like, who the fuck knew that I put a bomb in the chip? And she was like, he's him. He's like, and I mean, who? I mean, it was really sad. I mean, the whole Scar chain was like really sad. They thought he was on his team, but basically everybody was like, oh fuck. And then next you know, freaking Rokiro brings like a lot of undertakers out of nowhere. And then Ganta's on the ground, and Rokiro saying like, I want to fight you, you're annoying and whatnot. You know, Ganta's on the ground like he's crying, he's like, help me basically. And you know, freaking, and then Rokiro actually tells these two big guys, I forgot the names. One's like, he's like freaking big, huge guy, and one's like skinny. And the one actually looks like homunculus. And actually, when they're about to attack them, Senji comes out of nowhere, and he's like, who's the strongest in this? And basically, Scar Chain is like, them. And freaking Senji's like, well, really? Are you serious? I'm like, oh, what not? And Senji was about to go attack Undertaker, but his blood got away. And then he was like, all right, let's try something else. And he ripped his blood. He was like, and then he did Sonic Boom. And it was like, I forgot. There was a moment with Nagi. And basically, Nagi's going crazy. I mean, he strapped to a chair, you know, he cut off his arm, you know, basically. And Genkaku, Ubermonk, is basically telling him, you know, you need to stay alive and whatnot. And he's basically telling them that I killed your mother. And basically, after I killed your mother, like 3 days later, you went on a rampage and And freaking Nagi's like, no, you putting these in my head. It's not true and whatnot. And I was like, oh, fuck this nigga. He going crazy. I didn't mean to say killed your mother. I meant to say killed your wife. But going back to the end of the episode, and since she actually does Sonic Boom, and like I said, whoosh, and everybody's dead. Except for Scarchin and Rokiro. Rokiro's like, what the fuck is this guy? And it was really, really, really sweet. I mean, I'm talking about Senji went beast mode, and basically Rokiro, they actually tied him up, and I was like, oh shit, Rokiro about to get his ass. And the Scarchin was just fucking begging Senji to join them because they're basically useless without fucking Senji. I don't blame them. They suck. But yeah, that was basically the end of the episode. All I can remember, but yeah, very, very awesome. What are y'all thoughts? Please tell me in the comment section below. Was this a really good episode? Did you like this type of review? Did you not like this type of review? Or do you want me to go back to my old ways where I just ramble and say, I'm actually editing to the point where I don't say, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, please comment, like, favorite, subscribe, do whatever. Yeah, please comment. Yeah, like I said, Deadman for the motherfucking my rate for this episode. 9 out of 10. It was a really good episode. Definitely, we could have seen a little bit more. I mean, it was really sad and it had like a lot of emotion. The plot was good. The episode was just really good. I'm really good that we got to see Senji. Senji for me made the whole episode. Like he made the episode like 8 out of 10. I mean, if Senji wasn't there, it'd probably be like a 7, maybe 8. But if Senji's here, it'd be like a 9 out of 10. But yeah, what do you guys rate for this episode? Please tell me in the comment section below. Like I said, till then, I'll see you guys later. Peace.